Hello, everyone. This is Nelson, and I'm going to be talking about the uh, first article, the article by Wiggins, the one where he talks about um, feedback, what counts as feedback, what doesn't count as feedback, and so on. So, yeah, let's start with that question. What is feedback? According to Wiggins, he says that feedback is useful information about the effects of an action in light of a goal. So here, I suppose he's talking about the um, basically all the things that we've been learning about the last couple of weeks. So it should be the result of that. It should be the result of the educator preparing good assessments and having those assessments align with the learning goals. And especially when it comes to formative assessment, the assessment should provide, in principle, useful information for the student so that the student can uh, improve their performance, and in relation to those learning goals. Another thing that he mentions in the article is that good feedback is essential to learning at high levels. So basically, if we want to the students to achieve high levels of learning, good feedback is important for that matter. So he gives Wiggins. He gives a couple of examples um, for us to decide whether that is feedback or not. And so here's one of them. Nice job on the project, Nelson. So the question is it feedback? And Wiggins says that this is not feedback. And the reason why is because it expresses personal liking for something. It says something nice about the student or something that the student did, uh, but it doesn't, as Wiggins says, it doesn't say anything about the performance goals. It doesn't say anything about the learning goals, and that's what's important in terms of assessment. And so it doesn't help the student to improve their performance and to improve that in relation to the learning goals. Here's another example. Next time, Sam, you'll want to make your thesis clearer to the reader. Is it feedback? And Wiggins also says that this is not feedback. This is what he would call advice. And it is advice because it doesn't tell the student why the thesis does not accomplish the performance goals. And yeah, it's similar to the previous example. Is it's telling the student that they must they have to do something. It's good advice maybe, but it's not specific enough, and it doesn't help the student to improve their performance. And lastly, there's for me this would be the main one of the main takeaways of the article. Wiggins says that even with all the feedback, even if we as educators work really hard and provide good feedback constantly, a lot of this feedback may not be necessary. And this is because the if the teacher provides multiple examples, multiple models, uh, uh, along with what Wiggins calls continuum of quality, so examples with uh, in good examples, and you do constantly do it with good quality. The students can use those as self as assessment and compare their work to the teacher's work. So, for instance, if I am an art teacher and I want my students to learn how to paint a Picasso, um, and I paint three different good Picasso paintings, and these are the type of paintings that I want my students uh, to paint, and it requires it meets all the learning goals that I want for my students. And then I share these paintings with the students. They can look at them and use them to uh, improve their work, to compare them, and to find uh, any mistakes or things that they might want to improve. So it's sort of like it's almost like you're giving the students something concrete. It's like concrete feedback for them that they can access immediately without your help necessarily. It's interesting too that Wiggins says it's less necessary, but it's not um, unnecessary. It's not absolutely unnecessary. So the teachers, there's still some type of need for the teacher to be there with the student. So yeah, this is it. Hope you liked it, had fun. Thank you.